Welcome back. We heard from Coach Redwine. Let's check in with Wildcat head coach Cliff Rovelto.
This will be Coach Rovelto's last trip to Eugene and his last meet with the Cats head coach after he retires after the spring. Landon Reinhardt spoke with him about more than 3 decades leading the program.
What kind of response have you gotten in the past week from former athletes, coaches alike?
It's been pretty amazing. I was just telling, we've got a couple coaches shadowing practice today from other universities, and I just shared with them I got a call, a day or so ago from a gal I coached at McLeod High School, and I think it's probably been 41 years since I've spoken with her. People that, obviously, athletes you worked with over, long periods of time, and then some that you only worked with for a year or two, but it was 30, 40 years ago, and you're hearing from them now. And
your wife, Carol's been with you for the whole journey. She's been the director of ops for track here for a while now. Knowing how much a coach has to sacrifice, what has she meant to you as a coach, but also as a partner?
Well, we were one of the first track and field programs in the country to have a director of ops. We kind of were on the front end of that. And the way I chose to do it, just because I thought it was the best way to do it at Kansas State, meant that I was having to do working with a lot of athletes and a lot of different events. But it was hard for me to spend much time in the office, during the day. I'd have to do a lot of the paperwork type stuff at late at night, and so bringing Carol on, someone that obviously we know really well, we communicate on a regular basis, and she's attention to detail is beyond compare. I mean, she's just amazing. She's been great. Part of the thing is that a lot of people don't realize that she was an Olympian herself, but she's got a high degree of credibility.
We were talking beforehand about Urta Bachanskaita. I talked to her earlier today, but then I asked about you, and she started getting emotional. 5 years with her, you mean a lot to her. I'm assuming that feeling's mutual. But why is she such a special character to you?
Well, one, it's hard for me to work with kids that don't value education, and that's important to them. And she's always done that. She's an outstanding student who's always done exceptionally well in school. And she came in and physically and stuff wasn't in a great place. The first year, or a little more probably, was probably a bit of a struggle, and it just took a while for her to get to the point to where she could handle what we wanted her to do from a workload standpoint and so forth, but she just hung in there. And a couple of the assistants at Oklahoma State have shared with me that when she came in, they're just like, oh, we don't have to worry about her, she's never really going to be a factor, and they were just amazed at how far she came. She's definitely one of those people that exceeded expectations and so forth. And I think a lot of it is she just bought in, and if you do that, good things are going to happen.
I know you got practice to get to, so I got one more question. What's next for Cliff Rovelto?
I don't know. It'll be a little bit of everything. I mean, one of the things, leaving now, I wanted to leave at a time where, still had good health so we could do some travel and that kind of thing. I mean, I've been fortunate to have been a part of a lot of national teams and so forth, and traveled the world, and but a lot of times I didn't really get to see much. So it'll be nice to maybe go back and spend a little more time at some places that we enjoyed that really didn't get to see as much as we would have liked to. So that'll be a part of it. I can't imagine not being involved in the sport in some ways.
Gotcha. Well, best of luck in Eugene, best of luck in retirement. We'll be following along in the next week as these athletes get after it.
Okay.
Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.